It's the one and only Two Live Show. Let's go. Two Live Show. We in this bitch. Two Live Show. Our whole gang. Legit. Two Live Show. We keep my boy get lit. Two Live Show. I got them views. Two Live Show. She got them too. Two Live Show. We can't not lose. Two Live Show. Hey, what's up? Back in this thing. How you guys doing? Good to see you. Good to be seen. I am the one and only nice one, and of course my co-host
Joy. How's everybody doing out there?
Representing the oldest day.
Opulence.
Opulence
Go
way.
by, check it out.
Yeah. We gotta get the old hat, but I got my boy shit on right now. Shout out to him.
Flat Shoals Parkway.
Yes, sir. 3910 Flat Shoals Parkway. Get the best cuts and the best stylish in the city.
Great service.
Everybody in there is A+, or at least A. Let's keep it 100. Everybody can't be A+. But yeah, I'm gonna get you right. So come see me, and we'll take care of you.
Facts.
Say you saw me from the show, and I'll give you $5 off.
Hey, it's good. Speaking of which,
that was a clap.
Yeah, that's a big clap. Yes. Speaking of which, I got into a little tire trouble, and Superman over here came to the rescue. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
You know, take care of my people.
Yeah, thanks. It was real. I was like, like just caught up. But I guess we have a lot to talk about today. I guess let's jump right into it with the Melanin report, and then we'll
mix it in with everything else.
Big facts is the Melanin report. Big facts is the Melanin report with Joy. Big facts is the Melanin report. Look at Big facts is the Melanin report.
Hey. Oh, her.
That is really funny. All right, so our Melanin report comes from I would say, I wouldn't call it the first, but definitely the first black bombshell, curvilicious, our black men's version of y'all's Bo Derek.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Miss Pam Foxy Grier.
Hey.
She was born today.
Right,
he knows a lot about Pam Grier.
Yes.
Yes. So, boys' fantasies.
Old man fantasy too.
Yeah, you tap that. So today's her birthday, May 26th. She was born in the South, North Carolina, Selma, North Carolina. She actually went to go to school to be a doctor, but it's just by fate that she came in second place in this pageant in Colorado, and she was discovered there. Her first film, which came out in 1972, was Prison Dolls, where she and a white lady escaped prison. I don't remember it. I remember Black Mama, White Mama. Of course, Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown was her big sort of take where she breaked out, and everybody loved the curves. So shout out to Miss Pam Grier. Happy birthday, and thank you for being a great positive example for black females with the natural hair.
Yes.
Natural lips.
Still natural to this
butt.
day.
She didn't Kardashian it. That came from the Lord.
It aged well with time, and you guys that did do the extracurriculum shit to your bodies, you'll see what you look like when you get older. If God let you be here that long. Anyway. You got what a current?
Current 5 questions.
Right.
30 seconds. Let's go.
Too much show. News and sports.
5 questions, 30 seconds. Let's go.
Wow. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these 5 questions.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you a minute for our first one because I think it deserves that. All right. First question is your thoughts on the Texas tragedy.
Man, I don't know what you can say. Gun control, it's never going to happen. This is the United Guns of America. the NRA run all the Republicans and some of the Democrats too, but not to the extent that they won't pass a bill to try to make a law. But they know it won't pass because the NRA, you know, they game is strong in the politics, and they make sure they paying big dollars to those senators. So that's why they pretty much blood is on their hands, like for real. Just like Beto O'Rourke said in Texas, who's running for governor.
Mm-hmm.
Blood is on the governor of Texas' hand for them not acting on this. Just a background check, just, you know, to make sure motherfuckers are mentally stable to even to have a gun. You gotta do all this shit to drive a car. You should have to do some kind of training to fucking shoot a gun and purchase it. It just makes sense, man. Shit is just
Stupid.
sad out here for us, right? We're looking stupid out here in the world.
Fact. Interesting. The last guy who's president outlawed where you have to have people with mental illness can have a gun.
Yeah.
But he cut that. So
Yeah.
just put that out there.
Yeah. Go Trump, stupid fucks.
All right. We had our primaries on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So Herschel Walker came through on the Republican side, and Raphael Warnock on the other. So my question is, Warnock, Walker, who you got?
Well,
they say Herschel.
Check this out. Have you ever seen what was it, Harlem Nights?
Mm-hmm. Oh, the boxer.
You a stupid motherfucker. You vote for me now. Come on, you see I can't talk. Vote for Harden.
Oh, that's crazy.
I mean, come on, man. That dude brain power is not there anymore.
The crazy thing is he's up.
Yeah, they pushing him.
I don't get black people with common sense come through.
All the white folks are pushing him, bro. They want that. They want him to get Warnock out of there,
We'll see.
so they can control him like a puppet.
All right. So why can't the Congress pass a good gun law? Besides what you just said, like why is it that we're so afraid to pass a comprehensive gun law?
Man, they don't care about U.S. citizens. They care about their bottom line and staying in power. And like I said, if it costs them, you know, having a bad reputation for the moment, but the voters still vote for them when it comes to the election time, then they deal with it. It's like a routine. They play it out. And this is how we send our blessings, and then, you know what I'm saying, they don't change no law. So they have no backbone and no soul, really. It's just sad.
It is game, was it 6 tonight? No, sorry. Yeah, it's game 5 tonight. Excuse me. It's game 5 tonight. Will the Warriors close out?
Yes, they're at home. They're 8-0 so far. You know, unless Dallas is going a miraculous game, hitting threes everywhere around the field on the court, and they stop Clay and Curry.
Splash Brothers.
Yeah, they stop them. Then they can win, but I don't see that happening. That crowd's gonna be stupid, and you know they ready. They ready for another championship, which I think they're gonna get.
Okay.
So I'll get them all the way.
All right. Lastly, the Raiders had Kaepernick work out with them the other day. So the question is, what are the chances Kaepernick will be signed by the Raiders?
It's not likely, bro. I don't know what that was for. It was good to see. If they sign him, then, you know, I would be surprised. It's Vegas, though, so you never know. They gamble out there, so this might be a gamble, and if they do, it'll pay off for them. I think it really will. So give that man a real chance. Sign him. Don't just have it for camera ops and shit. Give that guy a chance to prove he still got it.
All right. And we're done.
Hey.
That was very cool.
Yeah, we got R.I.P and stuff.
Whew. Yes, it's R.I.P. It's going to be...
Two Line Show presents the R.I.P. edition. Rest in peace. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Rest in peace. Lost a good one today in the acting arena anyway. What's his name?
Ray Liotta. We lost a good one today.
You know, I didn't.
Oh, that's funny. Yes, Ray Liotta died in the Dominican
You're saying it
Republic.
fast. Ray what?
Ray Liotta.
Liotta?
Liotta.
Okay.
Ray Liotta died today in the Dominican Republic in his sleep. He was only 67. Many remember him as Henry and Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Amazing role. He had many other movies, but that Goodfellas sort of sent him over the top.
Top 50 movie.
Also, of course, R.I.P. for the 19 children and the two teachers who were senselessly taken away. I guess we'll talk about more of that later. But definitely prayers to their parents. That's probably a parent's worst nightmare, to get a phone call. Especially when the police...
family need to be accountable. Prayers only go so far.
Yeah.
They're just tired. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. Apparently the police stood outside for about an hour and 30 minutes versus going in.
I saw that shit.
And they
the parents about to bump
rush
in
him, and they're like, no, stay over here. And then like the guy like crashed his car. It was a big crash. He got out the car with two guns and started shooting at people. They called the police, but they didn't come. And then they saw him go into the school, and nothing happened.
Stayed back.
Yeah, but
40-something, 45 plus minutes.
But I think that they thought he was white is probably why they didn't go after him. But anyway, I feel horrible for the families because they're getting ready for like summer vacation and excited about going to the next grade. Parents are excited because their kids finished another semester.
Camps, probably.
They had camps and all these other things. And then the teachers, of course, are ecstatic because they get the summer off and probably planned a whole vacation. And because some kid was mad about whatever, I don't think he was mentally ill. I just think he's one of these self-entitled a-hole kids who feel that, things are not going right for me. I have a right to do whatever I want to. So
be on the game all day. A loner, ain't got no girlfriend, don't know how to socialize.
Right.
Get talked about when they are at school, get ostracized, and then they create a monster online. They just look at dumb shit all day. And before you know it, they buying vests, which it should be a red flag every time somebody trying to buy armor wear. Like, why in the fuck you buying armor wear? They should So the damn system is fucked up, man. It's NRAs in everybody's pocket. You know what I'm saying? The lobbyists, the lobbyists for the NRA just paying the motherfucking Republicans off handsomely. And like Steve Kerr said, it's 50 Republicans or 50 senators, which are Republican, and the two bitch ass Democrats who act like they're Republican. They sometimes do some lame shit. I don't think they really Democrats, but Manchin and Seneca. But just no backbone, man. Spineless, and it's sad. This is the world we live in 2022. Everybody carrying, but ain't nobody shooting when it's time to shoot. Everybody got a gun in Texas, but he was able to do all that heinous and catastrophic ass killing, and nobody stopped him until the Homeland Security or whatever force came from the border that stopped him. But everybody in Texas is carrying. Y'all proud of that shit, but look what we got. You cowards ain't do shit. But wait, even the cops, like, come on, man.
Stood and watched. Parents are going ballistic.
Yeah.
Apparently, the guy shot the kids in the face. So I think they should. I think the family should show the world, like Mammy Mobley did with Emmett Till at Sea. This is what a AR rifle looks like on a child's face. So, and the thing is, where did he get the money? Them guns ain't cheap.
Yeah. So who? It's a network of motherfuckers that's really responsible for that. Just like the shit in Buffalo, New York. You know, the online app that he was on, and all the people who saw that and cheered him on, they're liable. That you're not free from this shit. Your soul gonna feel uneasy because you know you're wrong. Anybody else who do dumb shit like that, we got blacks killing each other. We got our own motherfucking kind murdering and killing themselves when they can't deal with their consequences. this is a crazy world out here, bro. Just stay dangerous.
Mm.
Meaning, don't trust no fucking body. Basically, I don't trust. Hey, it is what it is. Keep family close and watch them too, because they'll flip on you too.
Mm. Facts. So I guess that was an early real spill.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That's what's up.
It comes out when it comes out.
Yeah,
All this shit is real.
So,
Yeah.
so what are we talking about today, sir? What are we talking about? What is our subject matter?
All right. Well, I mean, it's been such a some solemn kind of week,
Yeah.
and dealing with all this death and
Mm.
just guns, and nobody want to act on it, and nobody has a backbone to really do anything, step up or say anything about it. So it's like,
So you are a gun owner.
yeah.
You served in the services, so you have training.
Mm.
Were you like a marksman, expert marksman, or something like
Yeah, I was top of my class in
Okay.
45 caliber and marksmanship.
Okay, cool. I didn't even get close. My question to you is, in your opinion, should the age of assault rifles be raised to 25, and should you have at least a year training using those type of weapons?
Well, what's your point of having them? That would be part of the equation of the test that they should have for when you purchase this gun. Like, what are you using this for? What time of the year? You know what I'm saying? So, if you're not using it for that time of the year, then what are you using it for? Protection. This is not a protection gun. This is a weapons of mass destruction. They didn't just say that. This shit would tear up a whole families, whole coliseums, whole stadiums, wherever you at, and you stuck, and they have a AR-15, you're gonna get hit because it's that violent.
Mm.
So, what's your point of having it? You know what I'm saying? Training for it. Like, it need to be steps to even purchasing this shit. This shit is just too easy.
Mm.
And just because you don't have a record don't mean shit.
Mm.
You know, crazy folks don't usually have records. They just stay quiet.
Mm.
And then they plot and plan like he did, and then they let out.
Should the United States stop making or selling assault rifles? Should it be something that it's not even warranted for? Like, in my opinion, okay, if you want a handgun, a shotgun, whatever, I get it. Or what hunting rifle. But like you were saying, AK-47s, all that stuff, what would be, I just don't understand, like,
Well,
why do we keep making these things when really, like you said, it's a weapon of war?
well, they want to make that the freedom don't take my Second Amendment shit. Then they should be liable. You should be able to sue the gun company.
Mm.
Like, when the families dealing with shit like this, and that gun wasn't used in its proper light, then the family should be sued and the company who sold it to them, because they should have some kind of accountability, because you should have known that this person wasn't mentally stable to have a gun.
So, in my opinion, it should be like insurance. Like, you have to have car insurance, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, you just can't be driving, making wrecks, and somebody, like, it should be insurance. If you buy this gun, that means you have to have insurance for this gun.
Everything you do out in the world, you have to have some type of training.
Mm.
You want to learn CPR, you gotta have training for that.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a lifeguard, you gotta know CPR, so you gotta have training for that.
Mm-hmm.
So all that shit falls into training. So just like you gotta train to get certified for certain things, you should have training to get certified to be a gun owner. Just point blank, period.
So how long should I?
And then have like a quarterly type checkup on your mental stability.
Okay, so they should have
see where you at.
Okay.
You been arrested, or something happened? You got lost your job. Like, check and see what's
Stressors.
happened. Stress. Yeah. Stress alerts. Yeah.
So the people who say, this is my Second Amendment right, this was made in like 1777 when the founders couldn't even imagine having, guns of this magnitude. One of the things that I hear is, well, if somebody had a gun, this would have happened. But I mean, there are more guns in America than Americans.
There's 400 million guns.
So, I mean, if that's the case, we should be the safest country in the world, and we're not. And these shootings happen nowhere else but in America. And I think the problem is that Number one, the NRA was founded right after the Civil War in 1871. So arming themselves was really arming themselves against black racism is in the bedrock of everything.
Yeah.
So the NRA was
the system, bro.
the NRA was founded literally after the Reconstruction period. They wanted to arm themselves against black citizens, and black people could not bear arms, you know, as far as rules and whatnot.
Yeah.
So the NRA was a response not to the Second Amendment, but was a response to stop black people from progressing, from stepping out of line.
Yeah.
So the entire foundation of the NRA, the reason why they don't care, you know, somebody like Fidel Castillo, they should have been on Minnesota PD's butt for that, but they didn't care because the guy was black, right? The same thing would happen to the boyfriend of Breonna Taylor. He had a license to open carry. He thought he was in danger, but they don't say anything because the NRA is not, or is never in for anybody but white males. So, you know, I think we have to, you know, rethink the whole Second Amendment, and maybe we should repeal certain things from them because they're just like, we shouldn't have, you know, these weapons of war, whether you're a collector or not. Like, your intention to use that is to destroy.
Well, at this point, they have them. So what they should do is just stop making them. There should be a ban on future. After all the manufacturers have made the ones they have made, shut down the usage of continue making them, and you know, outlaw them from 2024. Just like they finna, you know, change the emissions that certain you have to have electric, like X amount at a certain number of years, like get them a number of years to get this shit out of that gun circulation, replication, or reproducing and shit, and you know, phase it out. You know, and then you'll narrow down who has them. Then they'll already be registered. You already know who has them. Then it won't be like, you know, no new shit coming from somewhere that, and you know,
so what?
They're afraid you're gonna take their guns, and they always say that shit, which is the stupidest shit ever. Nobody's never saying that, and yet still, you know what I'm saying, you see all this chaos and slaughter and carnage and shit. And it's like, until it happens to them, like personally,
They're not gonna care.
They're not gonna care. They're not gonna give a fuck.
Yeah.
Till, you know, somebody in their immediate family is gunned down at one of their little private schools, or it happens at one of the little churches they go attend to, then it'll hit home. Then they'll want to change some change. And I feel like that's the only way it's going to change. Some shit has to happen like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think that to buy a gun you should be 25, because that frontal lobe is developed by then. I think these young kids, there's no way an 18-year-old should have had the ability to go and follow a site rifle when he can't even rent a car. You got to be 25 to rent a car without penalty. So if the car companies know that, hey, you know, renting kids who are like 18, 19, 20, 21 years old, that's going to be a hit to us because they're irresponsible. But if we wait till 25, they're a little bit older and that frontal lobe is developed to where you're like Texas doesn't even have a permit. You don't even have to have a permit in Texas to buy a gun. Not only that, but then the governor took away $230 million in mental health care. So if you're saying he was out there, but I don't think he was, then that means you should have facilities to help him out. You know, not only that, but then the money that you're robbing from the people on electric grid, you know, Texas has like one of the most like worst electrical system, and people like pay off the butt.
It's dated.
Yeah, because he won't. So he probably should have spent his money on that. But you know, instead, you know, God knows where that money went. Not only that, but then Governor Abbott, 3 hours after the shooting, he went to a fundraiser for his governorship, and then he's going to speak at the NRA convention.
Business as usual, man.
On Friday.
They don't have no soul, man. They don't
it's disgusting. You think he'll have enough decency to be like, I can't come to this. Maybe we should like.
They're reading a playbook that's already been scripted for them.
It's crazy. So it is crazy.
It is what it is. At the point, politics is just toxic as hell.
Guns over people. GOP.
Yeah, and the power over people because they want to hold and maintain power because they love the benefits they get and love all the attributes and all the little pleasantries they get behind it, and they don't give a fuck about you. That's just what it boils down to.
They don't care about us.
The rednecks believe they care about them. Every election, they believe them and keep voting for them, and nothing changed. They still stay in that redneck world, and what they see different. Just keep staying with the home team. You're gonna keep losing.
Well, they
Just like
think
the
that
Confederate.
is if I could be better than the black guy, then I'm good. You know,
Yeah.
and I think that's sort of like
They
their
still got
thinking.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, they still
that.
got. If I'm doing better, if the black guy or black person is doing worse than me, then something has happened. And the only thing they don't understand is they're not evolving. They're just staying in the same place. So you have that mindset of thinking.
Until we're in a position where we can do like New Jersey or New York and change this to New Georgia, then until we get empowered to that point where we can rename this motherfucker, like Henry County is named after Patrick Henry, a Confederate. It's like, man, they got this shit all around us. The Confederate symbolism and streets and symbols and all that, and the courthouses and
old Confederate
highway. And they were the traitors. Like shit is
Dixie
just
Highway.
baffling. So until that generation is small, because they keep reproducing these. You know, every time you see somebody 18, 19 doing it, so they obviously teaching their new generation. But until that shit is a small speck, and the minority is brown and black, and they gotta go to extreme. That's why they doing this shit now, because they scared. Don't abort, no abortion allowed. Sorry, we're not abortion. Sorry, white people. We gotta keep the baby we got. So all you're gonna have is mixed black kids with a white girl. So.
Or I mean, like they.
It's gonna just bust in your face the wrong way, or they gonna just start having a sexual relationship with another girl. So still ain't gonna have no kids. So hey man, damn if you do, damn if you don't. You know, karma is a bitch, man. Just like Americans do.
Yeah, I can understand
prepared.
that. I
It's
feel
on
that.
your doorstep.
I feel it. I feel it. So, yeah, that was very sad, and hopefully we'll get comprehension gun laws, a background check, a national background check should not be something that in our if you teach gun safety, you should want the most safest laws for these guns.
Until you get them in like a congressional like hearing, and like put them in some real tough questions, or put them in a public forum and have the NRA step to the plate and say something. They gonna keep hiding behind these politics and all the folks that they pay behind them. You know, the sheriffs and all that. You know, they ain't finna say nothing against no NRA.
Yeah.
So the whole police system is in with the NRA. So it's
again, the foundation is post-Reconstruction as a way to keep blacks in mind. It was founded
policing was
in racism.
Keep picking slaves up from running to the north. So
so that's
all this shit is in
better than racism.
It's all in the fabric. It is the fabric. Fuck, it's in the fabric. It's the fabric.
Yeah. It's better than racism.
Yeah. So until that shit is like really addressed, hey man, we're gonna unfortunately have these sad ass cases of motherfuckers doing wrong to a lot of right people. So
it's true.
Anyway, Friday is coming.
Friday.
The weekend.
So we'll try to let off some of this steam.
Yeah, man. It's been a long week, man. Yeah. Stay safe, but get fucked up. Get fucked up.
Yeah. Amen. So my joy and pain.
Yeah,
so my joy is my oldest son got an award at V103 on I think it was Monday. So we got to go to the station, and he was like really happy. And he got $103. So yeah. So
what do you do with it? It's gone already. You still got
he broke a door, so I don't have to repay for it. So that's where he's
broke a door at home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, son. But that was really cool. That was really cool.
For your stability.
Yeah, that's what I told him. Like, I'm not. You did it. So like, I'm really. So I was really happy about that. Shout out to him. So
he paid his bill.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah. Hey man, keep up those A's and B's.
Yeah.
That's how you're getting out the house. Second, my pain, of course, is obvious. What happened in Texas just 10 days ago? Same thing happened in Buffalo. Shout out to Mike Myers for wearing a Buffalo Sabres jersey in honor of those 10 victims. 19 children, 4th graders, shot in the face. Parents had to identify their kids via DNA because they couldn't even tell what they looked like. One guy found out that his daughter died because he was a first responder, and she was coming out. The girl was covered in blood, and he was like, "Are you hurt?" She was like, "No, this is my best friend's blood. What's your best friend's name?" And he said, his daughter's name, and that's how he found out.
Man, yeah.
So that's Jesus. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but killing kids, that ain't the way to go, man. I mean, if your life sucks, I don't know what to tell you, but you
Kill yourself.
yeah,
I tell you. Kill your fucking self.
But to take that out on innocent children and teachers who are underpaid anyway is just deplorable. So may God be with those parents. I hope those kids are in a very, very happier, less non-violent place. I'm sorry you didn't get to grow up.
Yeah, man. We're in the mercy of every human on this earth, man. We no matter where you're at, if you're on the bus, if you're in the grocery store, you're in the mall, we're at the mercy of one person just deciding to act ape shit crazy. So we're at the mercy of people just acting normal. So with that being said, just take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stop going everywhere, all over the place, because, sometimes it's good to stay at home. I ain't saying cower at home, but enjoy your home for a weekend. Save some money, goddamn. We don't have to always be out in the streets, because the streets is going to be the streets.
Mm.
And when you meet the streets and you're just out there, bad shit can happen. So I'm just saying that to say be safe, but be smart. Have fun. It's Memorial Day weekend. A lot of drinks, a lot of partying, a lot of birthdays. Everybody, my boy Derek at the barbershop, happy birthday, mommy. That shit's so low.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, happy birthday, my boy. He gonna enjoy his 40-something birthday, but enjoy that. Everybody else with birthday this weekend, Pisces, right? Gemini, excuse me. He just is crazy, but anyway.
They're
just
terrible
kidding,
people.
Just kidding.
No, you guys are terrible people.
I mean, Pac was a Gemini, right?
Well, he was June.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. This is personal experience with Gemini.
She would know, I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, look, we killing each other, so we ain't got too much time to be thinking about who else getting killed. That's just sad truth. So just think about that for 1 minute. You know what I'm saying? We kill our own before we even touch anybody who don't look like us. This is one of the founding places. They got the fucking Stone Mountain of the clans, and they just dying peacefully and all around us. Every time you go on the outskirts of fucking Atlanta, you in their territory, and they feel safe, and you feel nervous. Why is that? As soon as you get back in the hood, though, you want to kill everybody who look like you. That's ass backwards, bro.
It is.
So, if you're gonna be a killer, then kill who the real motherfucking killers out here. You know what I'm saying? Just take care of your home. Real spill from a G.
All right. Well, you're gonna be watching the fight this week with Javante Davis and Ronald Brody.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a great ass fight, and I'm definitely watching it. And my boy Javante gonna show his skills, man. I think he's gonna
do the dang thing.
I think he ain't going all the way. I think it's gonna be at least by 8, 9 round.
I say 6, 7. That was my pick.
I give 8, 9. I said go there just for showmanship reasons, but let's go. Good weekend. Everybody stay safe. Come watch us when you got some downtown time. And we'll see you on the rebound. Till then, peace.
Peace.